And just real quick, I thought it was interesting. They have they did a review of Once Upon a Time in China, the five films by Show Hart, who I mentioned in the Lake Changjin movie, was one of the directors. Okay, probably putting more of the crazy stuff that I didn't like in that film in there when you could have done it more realistically. Same problem I had, by the way, with the Jet Li film, The Warlords, which was a remake essentially of Dynasty of Blood, a film about the Taiping Rebellion. There were scenes in that were very evocative of like modern warfare, but then it gets ruined by like Jet Li flying around and killing like 10 people by himself and stuff. Yeah, it's just it was such a that was a movie that was very disappointing, but had really good scenes in it. Now it's funny too in terms of the frame of the review. I guess I'm reviewing the review. It's amazing how respectful the reviewer is of essentially if you watch Once Upon a Time in China or any of these Hong Kong films, they're very what's the word? They don't like the foreigners, the foreign devils, the white that are invading and colonizing China, understandably so. Okay, but that's in the film. The films are, as he says, uh, uh, allied to racial and ethnic selfhood. Right, the films are patriotic films of the Chinese resisting and trying to fight the people who are taking over their country, and how this is put. But how the review is very nuanced about it. Where if you change the positions, it becomes other it becomes stuff like that, or the evil people I showed you earlier. Yeah. Okay. But in terms of the films, there is nuance in it. The whole character of Wong Fei Hong, who I always pronounce like that because that's how they pronounce his name, and usually I don't do that, but I'm a fan of this stuff. Wong Fei Hong was a Hunga practitioner and a famous folk hero in this time period of the just as the Qing dynasty is falling apart with this foreign domination. But like I said in the film, it's the reviews. It's interesting how Wong Fei Hong himself is very much a conservative, very Chinese man. Okay, uh, he's not so much for the revolutionaries trying to throw the foreigners out, but he does resent the domination of these people over his country, which is literally China means the Middle Kingdom, the oldest center of civilization of the world. And these barbarians are coming and causing trouble, and also being helped by very many traders within China. It was an interesting film. Looking back now, I haven't seen these in years. Well, my main critique, and obviously I don't believe that the reviewer would know that he might, is that it's a Southern Chinese martial arts, Honga, right, Yun Chun, all these styles. Jet Li is Wong Fei Hong. So Jet Li is a wushu guy, which is obviously the acrobatics. Is sort of like half Peking opera and taking a lot of the old northern styles, which are a little different, and putting them into almost like something for the Olympics. Like kind of like taking out the actual fighting ability in it, and making it an acrobatic thing, which looks great on film. If you want to see a film where you actually see Wong Fei Hong doing the martial arts that he did, Instructors of Death, Shaw Brothers film, where Gordon Liu plays Wong Fei Hong when he's young, that has some great fight scenes in it, thoroughly entrenched in Hunga, right, Southern Shaolin style, right? A lot of the hand techniques, low stances, the interesting wire stuff. How do I know this stuff? Don't ask. I don't know kung fu, right? I'm just saying it is fascinating to me though, and it's fascinating to me too that how balanced and nuanced the review is essentially of films that are nationalist films, okay, trying to be proud to be Chinese. Obviously, in Hong Kong at the time these films were made, it was still controlled by the British, so you had all these subtitles that you could read. Right? And now, of course, Shoy Hark and the more famous Jackie Chan are very pro, People's Republic of China, which is fine. Okay, they're proud to be Chinese and they're for, the entity that rules. It's like, oh, the People's Republic of China. It's like, listen, you're in China. You're always being ruled by some power. The thing is that, and understandably, you want to be ruled by your people, not by foreign devils. Must be nice. Anyway, but I just thought I would just go over that real quick. Once upon a time in China, like I said, I like these Hong Kong films, but I still prefer the older when they're in martial arts, traditional kung fu films. I still prefer the older Shaw Brothers stuff and stuff I've shown before. But the first two or three are actually worth looking at if you can find them somewhere. And that's it. Once upon a time in China, right? There's obviously Sergio Leone influence there. They make Once Upon a Time in America. Oh wait, they did make that. Sergio Leone made that gangster film with James Woods and De Niro and Pesci. About those damn organized crime guys. Alright. Check that movie out too. If you want to see something interesting. Okay, later.